I forgot you did that.
All right. Hold on. Some quick housekeeping first before you get into your little tangent. First, these that are in my deck, these backwards cards, these are psychic frogs.
Okay.
I have a removal spell in my sideboard, which is a proxy of a shitty proxy of a different type. There's these. These are the black.
They're just white
black.
cards?
Yeah, there are other proxies. Just turn them around. It's the one in a black, destroy target creature, draw a card on the next upkeep.
You don't have to tell me the name of that one.
I can look at my deck list because my deck list is. I assume that you did not change your deck list.
No.
That's what I figured. Okay.
Oh, you reminded me. I have to change my icon in my video here to represent the new deck I'm playing. I was just playing Replenish earlier in middle school, Edward.
Oh, nice. How'd that go for you?
Oh, I kicked butt. I was very impressed with his Mystic Snakes, though.
Oh, yeah?
That's a cool card.
That used to be a cube card back in the day.
All right, the card is called Soul Rend.
I'm gonna look it up because if I'm gonna have to,
Yeah, it might come into play with you, being a creature combo or a creature deck.
From Mirage.
Yeah, dude.
Bury target creature if it is white. Draw a card at the beginning of next turn's upkeep.
Okay, then it is utterly actually irrelevant against you. So, because I don't see a white creature there. No. So yeah, you don't even have to worry about that. All you got to worry about is my ghetto ass psychic frogs.
Oh, you got my list up. I don't have your list up.
My deck list did not change either.
I mean, I never looked it up. I'm not Edward and gaming the weeks.
I haven't done that in like 2 or 3 seasons. You know, the 2 or 3 seasons that I like won 1 or 2 matches the entire time. That's when I stopped doing that. But yeah, like season 1 or season 2, I played Jamie, and that was back when we would do the finals was 3 decks, so the best of 3 matches, and all of my decks just beat Oath. I literally the decks that didn't just beat Oath, the sideboard was just 15 Oath cards.
High roll odds or evens?
I wonder why I won that league.
Even.
All right, even it is. Hiya, you got it.
I usually do 3. The middle one covers both. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks. I'll just do a once over. Okay. So let's see. Do you have main board permission?
I'm gonna mulligan. So much for cheating.
Oh, yeah, you do. I mean, deck lists are free knowledge, so.
Oh, I'm not. I just some gay person put his deck list in chat so I can look at it.
I put my deck list in chat. Just kidding. I'm pulling it up now for you.
That would be awesome.
I will also mulligan.
Okay.
Why can't I find Curtis Thompson? Is there even a way to do that, Robin?
I can just look myself here.
I'll just PM you.
I just tabbed over to the deck submissions page.
I think I personal messaged you. I don't really use this client a whole lot.
Okay, yeah, you just messaged me. This is the deck I'm playing against.
Yes, that's Curtis's deck. Ye old one ponder, even though it's unrestricted.
That's pretty cool.
The deck is really tight on all of its stuff. I'll be keeping my 6, I think.
4 Oakish Bullmasters, 4 Psychic Frogs.
Yes, sir. Get rid of one of these, don't I?
I have to tell you first if you want to wait a second.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm keeping my 6.
Okay.
The only reason I check your deck list is because you're playing a deck that I'm not very accustomed to playing.
That's why he plays it. He loves that deck.
I know. I know. You've done it so many times before. In the times we played in leagues past.
There we go. All right.
All right. Good luck, and don't kill me.
Let me think about this hand. 5 cards. Yeah, I think 5 cards is gonna be better than this.
Okay.
Now that I actually have my headset, did my live stream thing actually work?
I couldn't tell. I saw that you were doing it, but I didn't like check it out.
After they're done, or if you don't mind looking at it while they're playing, I want to see if I
Yeah,
can.
how do I do
I'm
that?
just showing off my printer and being silly.
How do I do that? Do I just go to you or?
All right. Let me do the thing again real quick.
5. I'm ready to start.
Go ahead.
Good luck, Robin.
Thank you. Skirk Prospector.
Which one? What does that one do?
Sack any goblin, add 1 red.
You don't know what Skirt Prospector does? Okay.
Listen, okay. You should know by now, Alex, that
I see what you're doing.
This deck is a particular
Awesome,
weakness for me. Which is why I'm making doubly damn sure. Skirk Prospector is fine.
I will pass.
Okay. Yeah. I will play Underground Sea and say go.
Oh, hang on 1 second. I jumped off the table really quick. Okay. I will play a Cavern of Souls. I'm going to name Goblin.
No way.
I'm going to play Conspicuous Snoop.
Okay, what is that a reversed one?
I think my camera's reversed so that my camera on my YouTube works. So
yeah.
So Discord automatically switches it for my opponent.
It's a misprint, bro.
Weird.
Well,
Really
the
annoying.
duelist advocates are also a misprint then too, right?
Yeah. This does a lot of things. I can read it to you, but you might want to also look it up.
All right, go for it.
So I'm going to play with this. Does it resolve?
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to play with the top card of my library revealed.
Damn, it wasn't Recruiter.
If this card is a goblin, I may cast it. Additionally, if this card is a goblin, I have all activated abilities. So I don't get haste, but I get tap triggers or anything like that.
Sure.
So if Skirk was on top, I could sack this for a mana.
Okay.
Okay. I will swing for 1.
Okay. 19.
And I will pass.
Birdman, it is easy to see your hand from the camera. Just be aware of that.
Got it.
But it's in reverse, so you can't read it.
Well, it's because I'm trying to show him showing him
Yeah,
these
I
cards,
know.
and thank you for that. I will keep them back.
Right.
4 Magnetic Swords to Plowshares? That's unfair, man.
Yeah, I
What
mean,
is he playing? Legacy?
I will strip mine your cavern.
Okay.
And regrettably, I will pass.
I
Ooh.
saw 2 cards deep. What do you want me to do?
So
I can just
Just
shuffle this one in, or both of them in, or we can leave it as is. I can show them both to you.
The literal judge is in the
Yeah.
chat.
So, you're going to shuffle the Chrome Mox that you revealed. That's the second card down, and the first one on top is going to stay on top.
Okay.
yeah.
I don't even know what this card is yet, but we'll all find out together.
It's a good one. A reverse Black Lotus. That's even rarer.
That's a
It's a Landrun reverse Black Lotus.
Yeah.
Okay, that is pretty rare then.
I do
only
use
made,
it at events other than Landrun, even though it says I'm not allowed to.
I just put that so Watsy wouldn't try to sue me or some shit.
I'll swing for 3. This is my favorite Black Lotus proxy, Edward.
I appreciate that.
All right, bud. Anything else?
I will pass, and during your upkeep, I'm going to go get another whiskey Coke.
Okay.
Or during your draw
Bro,
phase.
get me one.
I'll email it to you.
Yeah.
I will main phase cast a Ponder and do some stuff, I think. Wow.
Yeah, Ponder resolves if I heard it from the other room. My only interaction is your 3rd spell, so.
That's fair. That is very, very fair.
The mind fuck trap.
The mind fuck trap. Yes,
Yeah.
So the first time me and Edward played, I played around the mind break trap for 13 and still got the win because I put 2 combos in there. And the next time I tried to set my recruiter up, he brain freezed me for 9, and I had no idea what my next 4 cards were.
Yeah. Oh man, this is hard. I'm gonna shuffle, although I will talk to you about that particular Ponder probably later, because that was an interesting Ponder.
But you only have one Ponder, so it's the only Ponder.
I'm sorry. Wait. I'm still processing the fact that Curtis pondered. I didn't think he was capable of that.
It's okay. Just let it happen. All right. So what is the fate's gonna give me? Okay. I'll have 7 cards in hand and say go.
So I guess you already know one of my cards, so we'll add to that. Not a very good topping of the deck, I must say.
I mean, I'm kind of bricking here myself, so.
I will play a tapped Shatter Skull to Hammer's Pass.
Okay.
I will play the Black Lotus.
Yeah.
And I will swing for 3.
Go to 13.
And I will pass.
Come on, deck.
You missed a land drop?
I've missed several, actually. I will
several
move.
meaning this is his second miss land drop.
I'm going to move to discard. I'm going to discard an Orcish Bowmasters.
Okay.
Go.
Hey guys, I'm gonna head to bed. You have a good one. Good luck.
Yep.
I'm going to cast Goblin Lackey from the top of my deck, and just I don't know if you're aware of this, but while it's on the stack, you get to see the top card of my deck. So.
All right. So I would like to see the top card on your deck.
Top deck, Snoop.
All right. I am going to Oh, let's see. I'll force pitching Lavinia
On the lackey.
on the lackey.
Okay.
That card cannot resolve in my presence.
I'm gonna pay 2 and attempt to cast a Snoop, revealing a Goblin Recruiter.
Okay, I will force pitch Spell Pierce.
Okay.
I might have triple force, triple blue card in my hand.
Well, we're gonna see it right now. I am going to crack the Black Lotus.
Yeah.
Attempt to play Goblin Recruiter, revealing another Goblin Recruiter.
Cool. I will force pitch Psychic Frog.
Okay. I will use the 1 red floating and Simian Spirit Guide to play Goblin Recruiter.
Cool. Do you just win now?
Yeah, do you want me to show you?
Sure.
Okay. I'm going to get Kiki Jiki. I'm going to make 80 copies of Snoop.
Yep.
And then I'm going to target the Recruiter again.
Yeah, so you just make a shit ton of goblins.
Well, I'll show you. And I'll get
haste,
Mog
right?
Mob and put Mog Mob on top. And then I'll sack the copies to Mog Mob.
What does Mog Mob do?
So all 80 Snoops have this ability, and this one says I may sack it to deal 3 damage divided as I choose among any 3 targets.
Yeah, sweet. That was a super herpy-derpy hand. I couldn't get anything going, and the fact that you got a Snoop, I bottomed a Swords to Plowshares because it didn't have a white source. I thought I was gonna find a white source, and I just couldn't. So, boo.
I go take off my print from the printer, and then you guys are done. Huh.
Well, he's a combo deck, and he had one of his pieces in play already. So, yeah.
I think that you definitely misplayed your Force of Wills that game. You Force of Willed 3 times that turn, and I still won.
Yeah, I mean, well, you had two of the little doohickeys on back to back on top of your deck. I mean, what's a guy to do?
I mean, that was very fortunate for me. I wouldn't have countered the lackey.
Well, from my perspective, I'm doing nothing, and you're making your clock faster.
And you didn't know I had the 2 following combo pieces on top either.
Yeah. Yeah. Obviously, that's the second and third Force of Wills were correct because those are your 2 combos.
Oh, I was with. If the Recruiter resolved, I won.
Yeah.
I always accustom this deck to Doomsday.
Yeah.
A custom or
Like comparison of where like your job is to put a stack of cards on the top of your deck and then win.
Mhm.
My weakness is a single Swords to Plowshares, but my strength is that I don't die if I don't combo off.
I mean, your plan B, which is beat their ass to death with goblins, is a solid one.
Yeah. I also think that Goblin Recruiter is superior in Doomsday. Like, so Goblin Recruiter will win the game by itself, right? I can win on turn 1 with a Black Lotus, a land, and like Goblin Recruiter, right? I guess I would probably, I don't know. It's close. I can win like a 5-card hand with just Goblin Recruiter and Mana Sources. And Doomsday just can go like Dark Ritual Doomsday. But removing most of your deck is a rough payment.
Yeah.
Sideboard Wasteland. Interesting.
It's weird. It's not my list. This was an experimental build. Well, this was an experiment for me, and the deck's been doing fairly well. I've only lost once, maybe twice if you high roll me again. So
I get 2 shots at it,
for sure.
and I think I have a warning already for the round.
This is not actually competitive, so
Oh.
I was just here to fix it.
You're good, Robin.
I only said it because the judge was here.
Yes, for his build.
I'm not being paid. I'm not actually here.
Okay. I'll be on the play for game 2, and let's see if we can't pitch a strike here. 7. This is better. This is better. All right, I'll give this a shot, I think.
I am also going to keep my hand.
Sweet. I'll lead with a Flooded Strand and a Mishra's Bauble.
Okay.
And I'll say go.
It's going to be really weird for me to show you a card and not look at it, but I will do my best. All right. Mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Mox Ruby.
Snoop.
Chromox.
Boop the snoot. All right.
It resolves.
Yeah.
I'll exile Shadow Skull Smashing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's go like this. Now's the Snoopy.
Okay.
That resolves.
Yes, it resolves.
Snoop on top. Torch Courier.
What the heck does that do?
It is a 1/1 Raging Goblin, as in it has haste. And then
Mhm.
I might only sacrifice him, not another goblin, but only him, to give target creature haste.
Okay.
I'll swing for 1.
Sure. 19.
All right, I'll take all your coveted jewels. You should watch. You should watch my last round on YouTube.
Yeah.
I'll pass.
All right. I will fetch, and I'm going to look at your top card.
It's a Snoop.
No way.
Thank you for doing that in a way that it made it unawkward for me to look away while I showed it to you.
Yeah, and I'm going to be Swords to Plowsharesing the existing Snoop.
Okay.
Okay. Step 1 complete. Step 2 is he resolves it and doesn't instantly win next turn. That would be fantastic. I will do once over there.
Well, with another mountain and revealing Recruiter, I could win next turn.
Cool. Oh, here's the Swords to Plowshares. Okay. Now on my upkeep I will draw, and then on my draw step I will draw.
All right.
Let's see here. I mean, there are worse cards. Play Wasteland.
The sideboard. Oh,
Yeah.
no. You have 3 in the main. Never mind.
Yeah. I will cast Black Lotus.
All right.
I will crack Black Lotus for 3 black. I will use 1 black and the colorless from Wasteland to cast Orcish Bowmasters.
Okay.
I'm going to shoot your fella.
If I sacrifice him in response, does that ability resolve?
Yes, I think. Judge?
Sorry, I wasn't completely paying attention. What's the question?
Shooting a creature that can sacrifice itself, would that fizzle the ability to get me an Orc army?
Correct, it would.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
I assume you do that the way it is.
Yes.
The remaining 2 black mana, I'm going to cast Demonic Tutor.
Okay. It's a lonely orc you got out there. Hate for
Yeah.
anything to happen to it.
I know, right? Pretty sure I know what I'm getting, but I'm just double, triple, ultra mega checking. Yeah. All right. I have the card I want in my hand, and it'll be your turn.
Snoop.
No stinking way. All right, you got it. What is that?
That's a lightning bolt.
Beautiful. All right.
Sorry, just flipping the card over in the sleeve.
No
I'll
worries.
play a tapped Shatter Skull to hammer pass,
Yep.
and I will pass my turn.
Okay. I will go ahead and swords your second Snoop. Okay. Draw.
I believe I'm at 24 or 20, 2040 or 19.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I think I am gonna go ahead and whack you with a bowmaster.
All right.
Go ahead.
Mog Mob.
What one is that?
It is a 3 mana 3/3. I may sacrifice just him. If I do, I can deal 3 damage divided as I choose among any 3 targets. That includes planeswalkers, creatures, players, anything.
Okay. Yeah, it's the thing you killed me with last turn.
Yes.
Sweet.
And I will pass.
All right. I will, on your end step, I'll cast Ancestral Recall, target myself.
Great. Yep.
2, 3. Okay. I will then draw for turn. Okay. I'll go ahead and source the plowshares again.
I will deal 1 damage to the orc and 2 to you.
Okay, I go to 17.
Yes.
Okay.
I do have a non-basic. Just, I mean, I'm probably more important to you than me, but
Yeah, you do. You have 1 card.
yes.
I'm just gonna play this Underground Sea, and
In fact, it's a lightning bolt.
yeah, you know, I know what it is. It's a lightning bolt. All right, you are good to proceed.
I will pass.
Okay, draw. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Psychic Frog.
Cards in hand.
4.
Okay.
That'll be it.
I will lightning bolt Psychic Frog.
Okay, I will discard Misty Rainforest and Tabernacle at Pendrell Vale.
All right. In response to both those triggers, I will lightning bolt it again.
Okay. I will go ahead and force Pitch Force. So
Wouldn't you rather discard both of those?
no, because you're still dealing. You've dealt 6 damage. I've discarded a total of 4
Oh,
cards.
you're right,
It'll have
you're right.
it have 6 toughness and would die.
Okay, so now I have 1 more card in hand than you, which is quite the turnaround. And you have a 4/5 frog. This sounds fun. Let's do it. I'll pass.
It's a 3/4, but okay. So I will draw for turn. I'll attack with Frog.
20.
I will draw. I will. I'm gonna go ahead and wasteland your Shatter Skull, and then I'm going to cast Ponder.
Results. Those lightning bolts were pretty sweet.
Yeah. They are pretty sweet. I think I'll take a shuffle. All three of those cards were fine, but not there. None of them really stood out there to me. What I'm really looking for is the Case Swords to Plowshares.
That would be a very good card to draw. How many of them are in your graveyard, if I ask?
3. All right, so I'm gonna once over there, and then I will draw. I will go ahead and cast Mishra's Bauble.
Okay.
And let's take a look at the top card of your deck.
All right. I'm closing my eyes.
Okay.
Maybe the judge can help if you don't know what it is.
A little lower.
Don't tell him, though. Because then I'll hear it.
Yeah, you need to lower it a bit.
That works.
Um,
Bring the card closer to you. There you go.
You can DM each other.
Nah, I think Curtis. It's a thing that he understands he has to deal with. That's all he really needs to know.
Yep, I understand. I have to deal with it. All right. On your upkeep, I will draw.
Oh, I guess I'm going to just draw it right now anyway. That was...
Yeah.
Okay. Well, fuck yeah, that was sweet. Let's do that.
Sure. What is it? Because it's foreign.
I hate foreign cards, but the inking of this card is so much better in Korean. All right, so this is Goblin Recruiter. It says, I get to look through my deck for any number of goblins. I reveal that pile to you, and then I arrange them in the way I want. Yeah.
Sure.
So he stacks his deck with goblins.
Yep.
I see where the Doomsday comes in.
I mean, the card only costs 2 damn mana, which is kind of messed up.
I think this is harder than Doomsday.
I can see that. It's more fragile.
I just wish I could have gotten something. I just honestly wish that he would stop top decking like a goddamn hero.
That was pretty
Had a
nice.
few turns where he didn't do that much. Snoop, Kiki.
So, again, you're not going to know the order I put these in. I'm just going to show them to you.
Okay.
I have 2 Snoops.
Yep.
Kiki Jiki.
Yep.
Another Recruiter.
Yep.
A Goblin Crater Maker.
Okay. What does that one do?
He's a 2 for 2. I pay a colorless. I can either deal 2 damage to a creature or destroy a colorless permanent.
It's a sack for that, correct?
Correct. So I can blow up a Eldrazi or a Time Vault, but not a Bolas' Citadel. It's colorless permanent.
Okay.
I have a Muxus. It's a 6-drop 4/4 when it comes into play.
Yeah, I know what it does.
Okay. Mog Mob.
Yep, know what it does.
Goblin Wizard.
All right. What does it do?
It is a 4-drop 1/1 from the dark. You may tap it to put a goblin from your hand into play. And most importantly, it has pay 1 red. Target goblin gains pro white.
Most importantly.
Well, you have a Swords left that you're trying to draw to, right?
Sure.
I
Something tells me I need more than a swords now.
I have. Let me finish
Yeah.
my pile. I have a Torch Courier. It's the one that gives haste.
Okay.
A Goblin Lackey, which you seem familiar with.
Mm-hmm.
And the Skirk Prospector.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to take a moment to organize these cards.
When you are completed with that, will you be done?
I will be.
Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and skip straight to my draw step. I have no... If that's cool.
Sure.
So that as soon as you're done making your pile, I'll draw and start taking my turn. Cat, no.
I may take a second on this. I apologize.
No worries.
I'm gonna leave you guys to it. Have a good night.
Thanks. My question to you is, how does this deck loose? Why isn't this deck more played if it's this ridiculous?
Coveted Jewel is a dick. It's just faster than me, and I don't have Force of Will.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. I hate Coveted Jewel too. It's a rude ass magic card. It'd be a fun time to hit. No, I couldn't do it because I've Swords to Plowshares. But just gut your combo with Surgical Extraction. All right. All right.
Continue.
I'm gonna go ahead and draw.
Yeah, I'm gonna show the camera the last at least couple cards.
Sure.
I did not grab the whole pile, but
All right. Cards in hand.
One card.
Okay. One card, and how much life?
I am at 20.
Okay. I will discard Polluted Delta to pump this. Attack for 4.
Okay.
And then I will draw. All right then. I will strip mine your mountain.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go ahead and cast Lavinia.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Let me read Lavinia. You cast non-creature spells greater than our lands whenever opponent casts a spell. Alright, that is the game.
Okay.
The top 10 cards of my library are goblins, not lands. I have no lands. Alright, what else we got here?
Yeah. My
losses are usually to decks that like can win on turn 1 or 2, which is why I have 3 Mind Breaks main decked.
Yeah.
And then the other losses I can end up getting Dredge is not necessarily... I don't have much interaction with Dredge. I mean, I have the same sideboard cards everybody else does, but...
That's fair.
Goblin Wizard's really good at the initiative matchup. I very rarely ever lose to white, even though the swords are there.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm not your average goblin pilot.
Are you saying you're smarter than the average goblin pilot?
I'm saying that there are 7 there are 7 Or no, it's 5 places for paper vintage goblins, and I'm all 5.
What?
Yeah. You go to MTG Top 8 and you look up paper vintage goblins.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I understand. I too have results on MTG Top 8. They are few and far between. And I also can sympathize with the whole mono red aspect, as I am a burn mage and am probably going to be trying out mono red prison in Legacy, because burn is in a really bad spot right now, unfortunately.
I have like a masterpiece hand, but there's 2 Kiki Cheekies in it, so I'm gonna mulligan it.
Oof. 6, 7.
I can't do the combo with both of them in my hand. I have to have one in the deck.
Mm-hmm. Tell you what I have to have is a damn land.
That backwards card could be any card you wanted.
Oh, it's a psychic frog. It didn't even have permission. Like, if it was triple blue, triple force, I probably still wouldn't keep it, because you have that.
The land is very good.
You have
Cavern
Cavern of
of
Skulls, which just says hashtag scoop face. All right, that's to better 6s.
Oh God. I'm gonna mulligan this too. I need 2 lands.
Great, you can't. I'm sorry, you just can't.
That's 2 hands with a castable recruiter that I've thrown back.
Oof. All right. Heavens to Betsy. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this 6. And evict my cat not once but twice, because she wants to get up here and park her fat ass all over my playmat. But I love you. Oh, here she comes again. Here.
I'm gonna keep this 5. It seems pretty good.
All right.
All right.
Don't kill me.
Mountain Pass, the best play in Vintage.
All right. Draw. Let's go. First I'm gonna go to 18 and probe you. Let's see what that beautiful hand is.
Oh, it is a beauty, my friend. I have 2 Snoops, a recruiter, and another land.
That's not good.
For you.
That's not good at all. 2 Snoops, a recruiter, and another land. Ugh. Right. I'll draw a card. Would you mind keeping that revealed?
Not a problem.
Awesome.
Let me go get some more whiskey, though.
Sure.
No, I brought it with me. Haha. I didn't want to have to leave again.
All right, I'm gonna play my land. It is this thing. That's Flooded Strand, and then I'm gonna play a Mox Sapphire.
Okay.
And a Mox Pearl. And I'm also gonna play a Bauble of the Mishra variety.
All right.
And I'm gonna take a look at the top card of your deck.
Okay. It was very awkward last time. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna do anything between.
Yeah, just
right.
It's
a
hold it.
Chromox.
Yeah, it's a Chromox. All right. Okay. So I will send it back to you, and then I'll draw a card.
I'll play a Mountain. I'll attempt to play a Snoop.
Snoop is good.
I'll reveal another Mountain. Yeah. That's what I like. Okay. I'll pass.
All right. I will Swords the Snoop.
Well, all right.
And while we're here, I'm just going to go ahead and get this taken care of. I'll flash in Containment Priest.
Okay.
I have a lot of dead cards in my sideboard. This seemed at least somewhat relevant.
Yeah.
So, okie doke. All right. I will draw. I'll strip mine one of your mountains. I'll attack you for 2.
20.
And then I'll say go.
Snoop.
Boop the snoop.
It's good.
Yep.
Another fucking Chrome Mox.
Yep.
I'll pass.
On your end step, I will swords that one.
Goodness gracious.
And then I will exile all the cards from my graveyard to cast Dig Through Time.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay then. It's fucking hilarious. I see what you're doing, deck. It's not gonna work, unfortunately. Well, shit. Yep. Okay, so these go on the bottom in any order. So I'll just put them on the bottom. And then I will draw. Okay. Gonna go ahead and cast Ponder, I think. Okay. Yep. Okay, I will keep these 3 on top. I will draw. I will use my white mana to cast 2 Island Cycle Lorien Revealed.
Sure.
Go get a black source and then cast Lavinia. I go get an Underground Sea and then cast Lavinia using a blue and a white.
Okay.
Then I will attack for 2.
20 again.
Go ahead.
I'll pass. Do you think that her flavor text there, the Containment Priest, could be demure? Some protection requires a lot of demure.
Yeah. It's not a bad one. Okay. So 4.
16.
And then I will go ahead and cast Psycho Frog.
Okay. 1 card in hand.
Uno card in hand, yes.
Excellent.
Go ahead.
That's really embarrassing.
Yeah.
I'll pass.
Okay.
These are my 3 draws for the game.
Yeah, I know. I'll attack for 5.
I'll go to 11.
Yeah, no pumps, and then I draw a card. Okay. I will cast Demonic Tutor.
Great.
I assume it resolves, and
It
I'll go
does.
get my something.
I believe I mulled a 5 as well this game.
Yeah, you did. Yep.
It's usually a very low mulligan deck.
Yeah. Say, I already stripped mine, dude. I will select that magic card, and I'll put it in my hand. And then I will send it back to you.
Torch Courier.
I will pay 2 life and mental misstep that.
No fun at all. I'll pass.
All right. On your instep, I will cast Ancestral Recall, target myself.
Okay.
2, 3. Okay. I'll draw for turn.
Cards.
5 in hand now. Okay.
Need a 1.
6. What's your life total?
11. If you can cantrip and you're getting one more card in your hand. 2, 4, 5 plus 6 is a. Oh, wait, you have how many cards? 5.
Yeah.
Oh, you have. Oh, that's lethal then.
Yeah. So. Well, I can. Yeah. Yeah. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh, I'm at 11.
Yeah. So what I have to do is I will discard this Scalding Tarn to put a counter here. I will pay 1 and 7 mana to cast Treasure Cruise, or 7 cards.
That'll do it. Good games.
Thanks. I agree. Those were good. It's always so. Are you familiar with my history with goblins, specifically Legacy goblins? Because I'm sure you play this deck in Legacy too.
I actually didn't. I never played sticker goblins. My last time playing goblins was like before Delver.
Okay. Well, I was at Eternal Weekend 2019, the year just before COVID, and I was X and 1 in Legacy. I was feeling pretty good. I was playing Burn. I was doing good. I was having a good time. And I okay, I think that's it, yeah. I sat down to my round 9 opponent, and he turned one mountain tap goblin lackey.
And you're on burn, so you should be good.
I didn't even realize what I was doing. And I let him untap and attack with the goblin lackey.
Yep.
And I then lost game 1. And obviously. And then game 2, I got my deck just refused to cooperate. I didn't draw any more than 1 land. I couldn't keep up. I gave him a fight, but I needed that second land to, stabilize and get on top of things. I never saw it. And I took the second L, which knocked me out of the money. See, I don't know if X1 was good enough in theory, top 8, but I was so close. I ended up X2ing that tournament because my round 10 opponent, mind you, goes Ancient Tomb, tap, Pit Simeon Spirit Guide, Blood Moon, and I was like, oh, I've got a surprise for you.
But then he followed it up with Transfer and Chalice, right?
No, I myrtleated the fuck out of him. I killed the actual fuck out of him. And he was not happy because he also did the kind of, underestimation. So the trick, and I told, of course, this story to Edward, and Edward was like,
Told you about me.
well, no. I think I've already played you at this point. I don't know how long I've known you, to be completely honest. But I told the story to Edward, and Edward was just like, "So you're gonna bolt the lackey, right?" And so have you signed a card for Edward's Wall?
No.
Well, honestly and truthfully, if Edward ever asks you, it probably should be Goblin Lackey, seeing that you are a Goblin stan.
I would either sign a recruiter. That's what I would do.
Well, yeah, that card is arguably better, but Lackey is. I mean, there's so many iconic cards in Goblins. Recruiter and Lackey being the two preeminent ones. Muxus being a good one too. But my Lightning Bolt was signed Curtis Thompson, Bolt the Lackey.
There you go.
Because that was just like Edward's like, why didn't you just bolt the Lackey? And I was like, I had the bolt, I just didn't, and I lost. And I was like, because okay, and in my defense, standard like burn theory says leave their creatures alone if they don't do anything. Like I said, my ignorance and my
Lackey
hubris.
does a fuck ton.
Yes, I know. My ignorance of the deck and my like complete and utter yeah.
Well, if you wanna see somebody else make the same mistake, I'm looking it up now. It should be my last video for vintage here. It's called Vintage Goblins vs. PO Oklahoma Landrun Season 11 Week 7. And my opponent goes turn 1 Jewel and then passes, and I play that Haste Goblin. And I swing, and he's like, all right, I'll take 1. And he hits on his phone for the damage. And I was like, well, then I get your Jewel. And he's like, what?
Oh, no.
He's like, oh, no, wait, let's back up. I want to stupor my own Jewel. And I'm like, all right, but I get the cards. So, that was fun. It'll be on my other list of videos, but all right, you got it. Does that get you into top 4?
Well, I still have Cooper to play. So I still got to play him. Hopefully, I can play him tonight. However, if I can, I think even a loss, it still puts me at 6-3, which is pretty goddamn competitive for top 4, if not outright. Because I know Edward said he was locked, and he's at 7-2. So,
are y'all not playing top 8, just top 4?
Okay, so each of the 2 divisions gets a top 4,
Oh.
which get put together and become the top 8. But the top 4 of each will play amongst themselves first. I think. I don't really remember how it works. It's just weird.
All right.
So, all right, Robin. You're down in Tejas, right?
Yes, Austin.
Oh, yes. Yeah, your team's doing pretty good this year, man.
Yeah. I brought 9 this year. I expect to bring at least 14 next year.
14 what? Oh, dudes.
My last opponent, I was very glad to beat with that silly goblin trick because his icon's an upside down longhorn.
Nice. I'm not an OU fan, but me and my family have season tickets to OU, and we were actually, because we couldn't sell the tickets, we ended up going to the OU versus South Carolina game. 2 weekends ago. Did you see or hear about that game?
If OU lost, I was excited about it, but no, I didn't read about it.
OU lost, but they lost at home too. To unranked South Carolina at the time. And then the first 3, like, it was interception, pick 6. Then, like, the next time the OU's offense had the ball, it was a fumble for a touchdown, and then it was another pick 6 right after that. And it was just like bam, bam, bam. Not even 4 minutes in the game, OU's down 21-0.
Oh, man.
And I was just like, I don't think I've ever seen that in a game of football. I haven't even seen that in high school football. Like,
I do not remember the last time OU was 4-4 to start the season.
Yeah. I suspect their little SEC dream is not all it cracked up to be. Whereas yours, Texas is having a grand old time.
It's my 10th season of season tickets.
Nice.
And
We're
I'm very
definitely
excited.
not. We're definitely not going to get OU season tickets again next year. One, because none of us are fans. We have no real. The only reason why we bought the season tickets in the first place is so that I can go see when Alabama comes to play because I'm an Alabama fan.
I
So
remember the last Alabama home game against Texas.
yes, I bet you do. And there was no excuses then because Saban was still at the helm.
Yes, I am so glad. So beating Alabama doesn't mean very much anymore, I feel.
Well,
I want to give you all credit. Saban is the best college coach ever.
yeah. I don't think anybody can make an argument to the contrary anymore. He's got the numbers. He's got. I mean, the man walks into any room in anywhere, and he is the most like esteemed football person in a given room,
You
and
do
like
know that he
everybody.
cursed you, though, right?
Well,
He said, literally, Vanderbilt is the only team that you can play at home, and it's like a home game, and then y'all lost.
I will say this. Apparently, Vandy gave Georgia, I think it was, a run for their money too.
They gave us a run for our money this weekend.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I was like, they played a highly ranked
It was
team, and I
us.
can't. Yeah, so it was Texas. Yeah, so Vandy, like,
They're good.
they,
Their quarterback's good. He's like a Manziel kind of guy.
yeah. But yeah, I mean, hey, if we get another good team in the conference or another up and coming team, I mean, Vandy's, I think it's either the oldest or the second oldest school in the entire conference. Since they've been around since like the 1830s or
They were a
20s.
founding member.
Yes. But I'm talking about like the whole history of the school. Like, they predate the University of Alabama being founded, I believe, because I think they're from Tennessee. Vanderbilt's in Tennessee, right?
Nashville, in fact. They
Yes.
carried that freaking goalpost down Main Street, Nashville.
I mean, one of the things that my dad always likes to say, when we ever watch football and we like, I mean, during the Saban era, it was just we were punching nerds in the mouth and like taking their lunch money, and it was funny, and it was just like, and he would always make a point of Alabama doesn't rush the field, never. Alabama fans don't rush the field ever, and I believe it is true. I don't think Alabama has rushed the field, at least in living memory. Um, but whenever another team beats Alabama and then destroys the stadium, it like carries parts, all parts of it everywhere. My dad always scoffs at him and says Alabama fans have more decorum than that. And I was just like, I guess it
The
holds
end
true.
of that Bama game, y'all didn't have a lot of decorum, man.
No,
Y'all like kick the fucking ball on the yard, like
our
that is
our players
disgusting.
got frustrated. Our players got frustrated. Um, like
I mean,
hell,
we
even
threw trash, so I don't have a kettle to not call black.
yeah, I know. It sucks too because I mean that was kind of a bullshit call on one hand, but on the other hand, um, like usually it's a single call from a ref in a regular season game. It's not the end of the world.
We didn't win that
Um,
game.
yeah, and you didn't win that game.
If you want to hear my experience, I was there in the stands. I'll tell you.
Oh sure,
So
I'd love to hear it.
I'm in the stands. That they played it on the jumbotron, and it was so clearly not pass interference. And in fact, Kirby Smart, he's the only one who said this. He said the refs came to him and said we called it on the wrong player. It was supposed to be offensive pass interference. Okay, we'll save that for
Okay.
later. So that we didn't find that until after the game. But during the game, they call pass interference. They get down. The ref does the start of the clock.
Yeah.
They get down in their position, and then trash comes on the field, and the refs say they blow it dead, right? But I mean, I would believe that is a start of another play. Okay, like the quarterback, Georgia got down in his stance on the field, and then the trash came in, and I was explaining to the women behind me that there's no review on a pass interference call. It's not the NFL. And we're just going to have to suck it up. And then all of a sudden, Texas has the ball. And we're like, what the fuck just happened? Like, it was surreal to have just explained to these women how it was not our ball. And then it was our ball all of a sudden. I was like, I am an avid college sports fan. And that has never, ever happened. I've seen a ref pick up a flag and say, my bad, that wasn't a call. But that's within like 30 seconds, right?
Yeah.
There was a 4-minute and 20-second delay between when they decided to say the play was wrong. And in the ref's defense, I think what happened was there was a miscommunication. And they had said that the interference was on the defense when the ref who threw the flag was supposed to say the interference was on the offense. So it wasn't like they reviewed the play. It was like they reviewed their communication and were like, oh, we called pass interference on the defense when we meant to call pass interference on the offense. So they weren't like really reviewing the play as more of correcting their communication issues.
Yeah.
It still blows my mind that fucking worked. Because it did work.
Well, and I think Kirby did have a good point in like by reversing the call, you kind of embolden and encourage activity like that in the future.
Absolutely.
I hope that that's not the case. I hope that people can be like, it's just a fucking game. Refs are people. They make mistakes. Now, I can understand like being mad at malicious ref calling, like because we've all seen it. Like when a ref is clearly doing the wrong thing, making the wrong calls, making bogus shit. Like, but that wasn't it. Like, I don't think.
As a Texas fan, and the precedent that what just happened set as a Texas fan, and with what happened sets a precedent for that. I wish they wouldn't have reversed the call.
Yeah.
I mean, every video I've ever watched, everyone's like, that's obviously the wrong call. But I think you just suck it up.
I agree.
As a ref team, not as Texas. Texas did what they did. The ref team was the one who was like, I don't want to get bludgeoned on my way to the car.
Yeah. I mean, you can't do any worse than that one NFL team that where I think it was Bottlegate or something like that for I think it was Cleveland. It was an NFL game.
Oh, I have no NFL knowledge. I'm sorry.
Well, basically the TLDR is I think it was Jacksonville versus Cleveland, and they were playing in Cleveland, and I think Jacksonville, the refs made a really, really, really bad play, which gave the ball to Jacksonville, which effectively killed Cleveland's ability to win. They needed the ball in order to score to overcome a deficit, but it was kind of bogus. Like it was a bad call. And then they started throwing like beer bottles and shit. And they asked and then they demanded that the people stop throwing shit in the things, and it just got worse and worse. And then they're like the refs were like, okay, the game's over, and there's still like a minute 40 to play. And then everybody fucking lost it. Then apparently the NFL, like the whoever the bigwigs, like the people that run the NFL, like of course were monitoring this game in this situation. I'm sure they watch or have people watch for them every game that's going on a given day. And they're like, yeah, no. So they call them up. They call up the refs and the head coaches and say, get out there and finish the damn game. So what ended up having to happen is both teams had already gone to their locker rooms. the fucking stadium is about maybe 2 steps removed from just a fucking riot. And
They come out and like kneel it or something.
yeah, they come out and do the fucking victory formation and run for 4 downs and run the clock out. And it's like, all right, the game's over. And then everybody fucking made haste to get out of there. People were like doing everything they could to shield themselves because, of course, everybody, players on both sides, coaches, refs, people on the sidelines, just getting fucking pelted by stuff from the stands. And like people were taking, I believe people like ripped up the seats and threw those in some instances.
Jesus Christ!
Like it's fucking Cleveland, man. Oh, but hey, man.
I got a mail day, and this dude fucking taped his fucking perfect fit down on this fucking thing, dude.
What is it?
I got a set of foil of these babies.
Nice. I need to get me some of those. Those are popular these days.
You're talking about legacy, man. These are fucking amazing.
Yeah. It's a stifle with upside.
Can I show you? Or I don't know if you're interested. I don't want to keep you up, but
Nah, I'm fine.
I have a. All right, I'm still recording. Do you want me to like stop?
Yeah,
this
sure.
Game? All right, I'm gonna stop. It was a great game. Later, guys.